The first thing about growing a beard is that it will dominate the conversation far more than you ever thought a beard could dominate a conversation. So when you're first growing a beard, you'll get sort of like the comments like, oh, so you're growing a beard. And then like when you meet new people, like they look at your face and a beard is pretty much the only facial feature that you can start a conversation about, because no one's going to go, oh, so you've got a bald head, what's that like? Or, oh, I see you've got a weird growth or a birthmark, so tell me about that. Or your eyes don't quite point the same direction, what's that about? A beard is something that people go, oh, so is your beard, like how long did it take you to grow a beard? Is it hard to maintain a beard? And in all of those sort of small talk conversations when you first meet someone, that is when they bring up a beard. Now, in the early days, my friends would also mention like, oh, your beard's getting long, and you'd say yes, and oh, your beard's looking good today. You say, oh yes, I've discovered a new beard oil and all that sort of stuff. And with friends and people you see often, soon it just becomes part of you, and that happens probably over, a couple of months once you kind of get to a substantial amount of beardage. But even now, I still have a lot of conversations about my beard, and so I think you do have to accept that you have to just be gracious. You have to accept that it is kind of a little bit unusual today to have a reasonably large beard, and I do actually really enjoy sharing sort of my insider tips, which is why I started a YouTube channel. And also go check out beardgrowingpro.com, because that's what I kind of started up. I started it up because people were asking loads of questions about beards, and I was like, I can help them. The second thing that people don't realize about growing a beard is that you can actually just make your own beard products really easily. Now go check out my other YouTube video where I make my own DIY beard balm with coconut oil and jojoba oil and shea butter. But I'm going to make another video about how to make and mix your own beard oils, because I've got a background in chemistry. I've got a PhD in chemistry, and I really want to kind of delve into the types of fatty oils and types of molecules in these oils that actually absorb into the beard and not just sort of sit on top, because jojoba oil isn't absorbed. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but you can actually just make a load of your own products, and that's absolutely like fine. I make a big batch in the morning, I make a big batch once a month or so, and it just lasts me for ages. A big batch of oil, big batch of butter, big batch of balm, and it lasts me, like 6 months or so, and I just keep cycling through that process. And so, yes, you can make your own products, but I completely understand that it is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to actually make their own beard products. And you can find really inexpensive, good quality products. You do not need to go and spend a fortune on like the fanciest smelling ones, or, the most sort of fancy ones, but it is about experimentation. You do have to kind of find the right products for you, and if you make your own, maybe you have that opportunity to change the concentration of wax or shea butter or oils, and change it up to suit you. So it does take a few iterations. I've been working on mine now for about 2 years, and I'm still not 100% there, but I'm honing in on the right ones using my PhD chemistry skills. But if you're not willing to make your own, you do have to experiment a lot with different products. Buy a different product every time you need to update or renew a product that you're using. And after about a couple of years, you will find you'll settle in on a brand or a set of products that really work for you. The third thing that I think you should know is that beards just have their own ups and downs. Now, every YouTuber, including me, who sort of like comes on and gives beard advice, they have just done their beard. I guarantee you, they have just washed it, they have just straightened it, they have just put product in it. So it is going to look the best it looks for the day. And I will actually also color grade this video as part of my normal editing thing. And so I will push the blacks a little bit blacker than they are just to kind of make the video look nice, which means my beard will just look better on the video than it does in real life. And a lot of YouTubers will sort of, edit their videos and color grade a little bit to make their beards look great, which means that you see this kind of like constant nice array of beards. But in real life, at about 1 p.m. this afternoon, my beard is going to look completely different. It's going to be a bit scraggly. It's going to be kind of dented where I've pushed it and sort of like touched it, and where I've been looked down, it's going to be flayed out a little bit more. Like, all of that happens. That is what happens in real life. So not only do beards fluctuate sort of like on an hourly basis, they also fluctuate day to day, week to week. I always thought my beard growth journey would be like, my beard starts here and I get better and better, or actually this way for you, better and better and better and better. And yeah, but actually it's like, it fluctuates around a mean. And the only thing that changes really is length. So if you've got length this way and quality this way and time, it kind of just bounces up like this. And so that was a good 3-axis chart, wasn't it? With a finger. So yes, beards change all the time, and hourly, daily, weekly. And really it's about accepting that some days your beard is going to be frizzy and gross, and other days you'll be like, my beard looks incredible. And you really don't know how to control it all of the time, but with use of products, with the use of like heat treatments, like blow dryers and beard straighteners, you can actually hone in where your beard looks good most of the time, but some days there's just no saving it. The fourth thing that I should tell you about growing a beard is that most of the issues actually resolve themselves. Itching goes away incredibly quickly. Any sort of curliness, sort of like just grow out your beard and the problem will go away. I remember really early on in this channel, maybe about 6 months ago, someone was saying like, the ongoing joke or the ongoing recommendation for every channel or every video that I do on this channel is like, grow it out longer. And that is probably like the best advice you could ever get, is that if you've got a problem, don't launch into solving it right away. Just wait for your beard problem to either resolve itself, and just don't sort of freak out and overthink things. I kind of understand why the itchiness thing kind of like stops people from getting past a certain point, but it does sort of like, it's uncomfortable for a bit, but you will just get through it by growing it out. If you've got waviness, if you've got curls, if you've got patches, if you've got sort of things that don't connect, just grow it out for a bit and see what happens. And the thing is, not everyone's beard is the same. I'm very fortunate that I've got very kind of good dense coverage all over. I've got no gaps. It's a little bit patchy on the cheeks, and my sideburns are a little bit kind of patchy, but overall I'm very happy with how my beard looks. And I think that if you do have issues like patchiness, or your goatee growing more than your cheeks or whatever it is, grow it out for like 2 months and then make a decision and choose a style that best suits your beard. And that's pretty much the only way to get around any beard growing issues. But do sort of grow it out past the point where you can make that decision. I think too many people jump on and say, oh, I can only grow a goatee, or I can only grow this, or I've got patches. Just grow it out, see if it improves it a couple of months. And if it doesn't, no problem, you can shave it back. But I think a lot of problems can be solved just by waiting. We can all do that, it's free. And the fifth thing that I think you should know about growing a beard is that once you have one, it is really hard to even consider shaving it off. Not that I'm considering shaving mine off, but I actually have like weird bad dreams or nightmares about shaving my beard, or like I'm trimming it and I cut off the wrong bit, or the mustache drops out. And it's moved from the like my teeth falling out kind of nightmares to my beard changing significantly to the point where I have to shave it off completely, because there is a sunk cost to growing a beard. This has taken me a couple of years. I've halted it at this length for the last sort of 6 months or so, but this is how I want my beard to look for a little while. I may sort of add a little bit of length in the coming months, but overall, the thought of like accidentally shaving off this beard is a little bit scary. And I do wake up after a bad dream and go, is it still there? And it is, and I'm kind of thankful for it. So there is a sunk cost to growing a beard, and it actually fills me with a fair amount of anxiety to kind of shave it off, and I don't know why. I mean, surely there'll come a day where I'm like, I need to get rid of this, but at the moment, I like it. It seems to have trained me in a load of different ways. It's taught me patience. It's taught me that some days my beard doesn't look great. And, I've launched a YouTube channel and a blog about beards. So maybe that's deepening my sunk cost. But overall, yes, once you've got a beard, and people get used to you with a beard, I really feel like it is incredibly difficult to even consider shaving it off and let alone sort of significantly changing the style. So those are the 5 things that I think you should know, and no one ever really tells you about growing a beard. So let me know in the comments what you would add to this list. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you're interested, please remember to subscribe to the channel, but also go over to beardgrowingpro.com where I share loads of information. I've got over 150 articles on all of the beard questions that people have asked me as I've been growing my beard, and I think it can help you. It's becoming an awesome resource, and I'm enjoying putting it together. It is really fun, so go check that out. All right then, until next time, I shall see you in the next video. Happy beard growing, my beautiful friends.